The Big Show with Night and Day. Buy 5 barista-made coffees and get the 6th free. No catch. Just use their coffee card.
Welcome to the biggest show on earth.
Our biggest show.
The biggest.
This is big.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Thursday afternoon. It's the 11th of July, 2024, and you, my friends, are listening to The Big Show. Brought to you by Night and Day. And as you can see, or hear more specifically, we're still a voice down, Keyzie.
Yeah, as you can smell, we are a voice down. Poor Mogi, he was fired up to get back on deck today.
He was.
But, 10 a.m, he messes through and he's like, look, fellas, I've been bedridden for the past few days and I'm absolutely gassed. I still sound absolutely terrible. Don't know what he's got, but it sounds horrible.
I mean, I spoke to him today. He sounds hot.
Well, like hot, but horrible, you know?
When people get that husky on, Keyzie.
Yeah.
I was quite sort of...
yeah?
I was actually quite aroused listening to Mogi.
That's pretty standard though, isn't it?
Oh, I have a general standard of arousal, but today I was really aroused.
Oh.
Had to take myself off for a little while.
Wait, what? You had to do what off?
I just had to remove myself from the public for a little while.
Oh, right, yeah.
Just have a bit of private hoity time.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Look, we've been saying it all week. Hopefully he's back tomorrow. We're also going away to Hoity J's batch tomorrow night after the show. So
yes.
He said he's definitely coming to that. He just wants to make sure he's right for that.
Yeah, well, this is the irony, of course, because we are going away to my family batch tomorrow. He's going to be right for the batch tomorrow and then wreck himself for Monday and be right back to square one again.
So good. Can't wait, though, Jase. Actually, we've got quite a lot of batch admin to get through today because we're all meeting here tomorrow and then leaving from here.
Yes.
I still need to know what stuff I need to bring. I need to know what we're doing for food, what car do we need to take, all that sort of stuff.
Sure. As always, of course, the new competition, Would You Rather, is going to be going on as well. And today, and we don't do it all the time, but we want to have a question answered today for the big poll, so that'll be next.
Bloody oath. Would you rather, by the way, it is go to Bathurst, all expenses paid. Wow. Accommodation and flights, or NRL Grand Final, keep an ear out for that cue to call. It's going to happen in the next 30.
I think it's like $100,000 spending money as well.
No, that is incorrect.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed, the verve there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time is 12 minutes past 4 o'clock. G'day. If
Hi.
you're just joining us, great to have your company. Keyzie and I and Mogi, when he's here, we appreciate it, don't we, Keyzie?
We certainly do. And don't forget, at any point, 3483, you can text us. Tell us what you're up to.
Yeah, bloody oats. Now, listen, I was watching the rugby on Saturday night, the All Blacks v England, and there's a question that really needs to be answered. So let's go to this.
The Big Poll.
Actually, just on that match, Keyzie, because we didn't talk about it yesterday, what did you think of it?
I thought that it was pretty tough watching.
Yeah.
I love a game. I love starting with England, starting in Dunedin under the roof there, so you know it's going to be good conditions. But it definitely, I didn't have high expectations. First game altogether, new coach, you know.
Yada, yada.
But I'm expecting a higher bar this weekend.
I agree with you, and it's always the way when the first team comes out for the season that they're a bit rusty, the combinations aren't quite there, but I loved it, and I've got to give England credit. They were better than I thought they were going to be, because what often happens is they send out their second sort of 15 to a place like New Zealand, but this is a good English side, so I loved it. Looking forward to the second test match where the fellas will be watching it in the family batch.
Just quickly, is this rugby union chat now, or are we doing the big poll?
No, it's just the big poll at the moment.
It is, okay, yeah.
But the question I need to ask, because when the All Blacks ran onto the pitch, I went, yeah, boy! And then I went, what the bloody hell are they wearing?
Right.
So the question on the big poll today, the new All Black jersey, yay or nay?
That's right. If you don't know what it looks like, it's a black shirt.
Yes.
But it has a white collar. Now, when I first saw the photos, I think it was Damien McKenzie modelling the new uniform. I looked at it and I said, that looks great. Because back in the day, black jersey, white collar on like a Canterbury jersey.
Sure, yes.
That was the iconic look. And I was excited to see it back. However, they've given it about 50% too much collar.
Yes.
It's giant.
Yeah, well, that's the issue that I have with it. You see, the All Black jersey's meant to strike fear into the opposition, Keyzie.
The shirt.
Is there anything more intimidating than the colour black?
No, I mean, it's a pretty scary shirt.
And I saw that collar and I went, The fellas look like they're going for a stroll on Little House on the Prairie. You know what I'm saying? They were so massive, I went, that is so wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but they look like Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, it's such a what is that?
Oh, it's a great old show, Keyzie.
Right, okay, yeah. Okay.
Which was very very wholesome sort of American show where basically a family grew up in the countryside and were forever frolicking through the flowers.
And they had big collars.
And they had massive collars.
Right. Well, look, New Zealand, let us have your say. Text us on 3483 if you want. Give us your opinion. Or you can vote on the Hodaki Big Show's Instagram story. Jump on there, give it a vote, and we'll recap things a little later on.
Your prediction, Keyzie?
I'm going to say that 40% didn't like it, 60% didn't mind it. And can I also say it's just a jersey and I don't really care?
Yeah, whatever.
But it's the All Blacks, right? And we have to get fired up about it.
So I'm saying 60% nay, 40%
Oh, that's
yay.
easy. Yeah, bloody easy. By the way,
yummy boys.
keep an ear out for that Would You Rather cue to call. 0800 Hodaki is the number to ring and tell us, would you rather go to Bathurst for the weekend or the NRL Grand Final? And you could be in the draw to do either.
Beautiful.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie. Radio Hodaki.
Penrith have done it.
Would
Brace yourself.
you rather?
Bathurst 1000.
Hell of a competition, this one. People are loving it, Keyzie.
They certainly are, Jase. It is basically your chance to either go for a dream petrolhead weekend at Bathurst, 4 nights on Mount Panorama, or head over to Sydney for the NRL Grand Final. We've got races on the Saturday, a pre-match cruise to the game on Sunday, 2 massive weekends.
And $100,000
Jase,
spent.
you can't just say they've got $100,000 spending
I just
money.
was talking to a dude at the urinal, Keyzie.
And
That's
he
all I'm
said-
saying. And he reckons that he'd heard from someone that knows all about it
Right.
that $100,000 spending cash as well, spending money.
Right, okay. Well, I'll have to find out then because I just...
Oh,
Okay, well, look-
let's just run with it for now, all right? G'day, Dan, you mad bastard.
G'day, you mad bastards. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, Dan. What do you do for a crust, mate?
Oh, mate, I'm working in attendance services at the moment with kids.
Oh,
backbone,
Dan,
mate.
backbone.
That is awesome. Now, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to predict what Dan's going to go. I'm predicting, Dan, you would rather the NRL Grand Final.
Oh, mate, you'd be bang on the money there, Jake.
You see, I had that vibe about you, Dan. I had that
Congrats.
vibe.
And of course, Jase, because you got that correct, you now get to go on the Grand Final weekend with Dan.
Excellent. I'd be into it big time. Hey, the good news for you, Dan, is you're in the draw, so I'll chuck you over to Pakistan in Studio B and he'll sort you out, all right, mate?
Beauty, mate.
Good on you.
Get around, Pug son.
G'day, Gav, you mad bastard. How's life?
Oh, hey, you mad bastard. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. What do you do for a crust, Gavin?
Oh, mate, I'm a bricklayer.
Backbone.
Yeah! Yeah! Backbone!
Gav.
Hey, I'm pulling you, mate. I'm pulling you.
Oh,
You like that is.
what do you
like
reckon?
that is, Jason.
A
I'm
real-
a financial advisor, mate. I'm an insurance mortgage bloke.
Yeah.
Backbone, Gav.
Gav, you absolute
Yeah, mate.
mad bastard.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you are a big Bathurst guy.
Nah, mate, NRL all the way.
Damn it.
It's the same, mate. It's not even a choice, is it?
Ah.
It's a choice, mate.
I'll tell you what, mate, there's a...
Cruise, fucking NRL. Oh, sorry about that. And $100,000 bucks.
Yeah, I mean, what's to go wrong there?
Yeah, look, the $100,000 has an asterisk by it, but Gav, mate, you are officially in the draw for that NRL weekend, okay?
Hey, cheers, boys.
Good on you, mate.
no
Hey, now,
worries,
Keyzie,
mate. What?
Can you leave the predicting to me, man?
Right, okay.
Because, I mean, I don't know if you know this about me, but I do have some clairvoyancy in my sort of history.
Right.
A lot of my family were clairvoyants and stuff, thus I've got a bit of that handed down.
Are we
through
doing one more?
Yeah. Carlos, you mad bastard. How's life? Carlos? Pardon?
Very good, mate.
Oh, let's go then. Toby, you mad bastard. How's life?
Hey, good, thanks. How are you, fellas?
Yeah, good, thanks, Toby. What do you do for a crust, mate?
I'm a uni student.
Oh, backbone.
Oh, yeah, backbone.
Your degree in backbone chip.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Totally, Toby. You don't have to go along with that terrible joke. You can say, nah. Toby, mate, I'm picking that you are
Here
in
we
for the
go.
NRL Grand Final.
Yep, lock me in, please.
Hey. You're in the draw, Toby. Congrats, mate.
Beauty, thank you.
Good on you, mate. God, geez, I remember my university days, Keyzie.
What degree have you got?
None. A degree in drinking piss.
Backbone.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that's so cool.
The Hodaki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yes, indeed. Lenny Kravitz there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time is 4:36.
This weekend, tomorrow night actually, after the big show, we are heading to Jase's family batch. It's about an hour and a half away.
Yeah, man.
And it's just me, you, Jase, Pugson, and also Mogi, who will be hopefully feeling better by then. So first,
Da boys.
Da boys. First kind of team bonding weekend away, isn't it?
It is actually, yes. It's the first time. I mean, of course, we went to Brizzy.
Well, yeah, that was
but
kind of a work thing, you know.
Yeah, but we had our own rooms and stuff like that, which was just as well because old Pugson over there was just having a shag fest.
Hang on.
Oh, that's right. It was, yeah, it was
you know what I mean?
crazy.
Just come on now.
Yeah, so
By the way, Pugs is here.
Hello.
yeah, oh, g'day, Pugson.
Thanks.
So, look, Jace, just you're being very casual about everything, which is cool. It's like laid back batch weekend.
Yeah, well, that's the kind of vibe I'm going for, Keyzie.
No, I know, but it's also too casual can be quite annoying. For example, you've got your hatchback, right? Is the idea that we all hop in your car after work tomorrow night? Because, you know, I've got blankets and stuff. Are we all going to fit? We've got to pick up food. So do we take your car or should we take two cars is what I'm wondering.
Well, I was thinking initially, because Mogi's going to be there too, we would take my car.
Yeah, we'll take your car,
She's a spacious beast.
The Mazda.
The old Mazda. What are they called?
Excella, yeah.
Excella.
So we'll take your car.
Yes.
But do you think if all four of us are going with all our stuff, will that be big enough?
Because what are you taking, Pugson?
Well, as in like what car I'm taking? Or what stuff I'm
your
taking?
stuff.
What stuff?
Well, this is the thing I was going to say is I've got to take the podcast recording equipment up to the batch as well as my stuff.
So maybe you take that.
Right, yeah.
Maybe we
Take the podcast equipment or take
How
my car?
big is it?
My car?
No, how big? No, how big's the podcast?
Oh, sorry, the
equipment?
podcast. It's those two big briefcases out there. Like they're pretty, and that doesn't include the stuff that I want to take.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you
that's-
say you were... Because, I mean, if that's going to be happening, then I think maybe you'll need to take your car then, Pugson.
I have to take my car as well as your car.
So you take your car.
Okay.
With
Actually, just on that, Keyzie, because I've only sort of banked on petrol for one car, so we might have to up the petrol costs here.
Well, why don't I just fill up my car with my petrol?
Yes.
hang on, you
and
know what
the
you could
podcast
do?
recording equipment
sorry.
and my stuff for
No,
the
hang on,
batch.
wait.
Oh, no, hang on, do you have your own petrol?
Am I still taking your track pants?
But do you still... what do you mean your petrol?
Well, it's obviously my petrol if it's going in my car.
No, but
Oh,
hang on,
right.
because if you're taking your car with like company stuff like the podcast equipment, and you
Yeah.
should use the petrol card from here at Hodaki.
Ah.
So what I reckon we do is we
Yeah,
take.
you could claim that. I reckon you could claim that petrol.
But I don't think you could claim that petrol with your car.
No.
But we'll still take your car.
You take Mogi,
Yeah. Well, okay, I'll take Mogi.
yeah, in your car.
Yes.
But we kind of want his car though because it's spacious.
The Mazda Excella.
No,
Oh, the Tita
Mogi's
truck.
car. The
Oh,
Tita.
sorry,
Tita
Mogi's car.
truck.
So maybe I take. Oh, do you reckon?
Well,
Well, maybe Mogi should take the podcast recording equipment if it's so spacious in
Hang
the Tita
on,
truck.
fellas, hang on. This shouldn't be so hard. What I'm thinking is, actually, now that I think about it, because there is quite a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
and I don't know that I want Mogi because he's been under the weather, traveling.
been sick.
He's been sick. I don't know if I want to travel in the same car as him.
Well, maybe
I mean, we're going to sleep in the same bed, but that's different.
Well, maybe he should go in Pugs' car then.
Well,
Yes.
hang on.
And
Why
then-
is he
no,
going to come in
because-
my car if he's going to be sick in
No, because-
Jase's
Well,
car?
you're in Studio
and I'm
B,
taking,
Pugs,
yeah, but,
so,
that's,
I mean, you
but I'm
can-
not in Studio B in my car
No,
that I'm
but
taking
Pugs-
to the batch
no,
for
no,
the
but
we can
podcast recording
isolate you if you
equipment
get sick.
and
No,
all my stuff.
Hang on. What? No, because you're in Mogi's Tita because it's so roomy, the little podcast gear. So he's not in your car. He's in your car that you own, but not the car you're in
So he's driving my car and I'm taking his Tita truck.
because it's spacious with all the podcast
But
gear.
then his germs are going to be all through my car, you know what I mean?
Well, this
Actually-
is the point I'm making about you being in Studio B. If you get sick, we can isolate you.
yeah, that's a good
now,
point.
listen,
So actually, you go with Mogi. That's a
well,
good
you
point.
can't just sacrifice my health for that, Jace. It's-
bring your car. Now, I'm
Right.
thinking, because you'll come with me.
Well, I kind of wanted to drive my truck.
Right, okay, because actually I'm thinking about it now that I think about it, because I'll be having some durries in the car. You'll
No, I
probably
don't
get
want
a bit-
asthma.
You'll get an asthma attack and we'll be out on the coast there.
So I might take my truck.
Yeah, so you take your truck.
Your dad's truck or your truck.
No, more. It's technically we split it. I'll take that. You take your car.
Listen, I just got a text from Mogi, and Mogi said, look, it's not fair on Pugs if I go in his car because I don't
Thank
want to get him
you.
sick, so he's going to take his car.
Okay,
Right.
so Mike's taking
Mogi's
his car.
in his car.
Yes. Yeah.
You're in your car.
With the podcast recording equipment.
I'm in my truck because I want to take it for a run.
What if it
Yes.
rains with your dad's truck? man?
Actually, that's a good point. Maybe, Jace, maybe I should jump in with you. Actually, no, I'll jump in with you, Pugson. Is there room?
Well, there is all the podcast recording equipment.
But it's the teeter. It's massive.
My car's not the... I'm taking Mogi's teeter.
And I think I'm going to put the groceries in, because I'm pretty chocker with my fishing gear, so we'll put the groceries in Pugs. So you'll need to take the truck.
Okay.
Mogi will take his car. Pugs will take the sound equipment and the groceries.
Okay.
And I'll take my car.
Well, this is the issue I've come to now. Where am I going to put my connies?
I might just Uber. To be honest, this is...
Can we hire a driver? Get another
for the connies?
Just for another car for the connies, yeah.
So 5... Okay, yeah, let's do that. We'll hire a driver to drive a separate car for your connies.
Sounds good.
And we'll all take our own cars?
Yeah, okay.
Yes, we'll.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed. The Foo Fighters there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. Great to have your company. If you're joining us, the time is 4:44.
Tomorrow
the
night...
sign of the devil.
That's 666. Tomorrow after the show, we're going to Jase's batch for a team bonding weekend. Myself, Pugson, you, and Mogi.
Yeah.
We're having a bit of an issue figuring out how many cars we should take. We need a driver just because we've got a lot of equipment and sorts of stuff going on. And I understand, Calvin, you're keen to drive one of the cars for us. Is that right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, this is the thing that we've come to with this, Kelvin, is we need someone to drive all of a couple of boxes of Pugson's connies. Are you okay with that? You comfortable with that?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that.
Have you got a heavy traffic license, though, Calvin? Because it's going to be like a lorry. Is that all good?
We're talking a pallet here, Kelvin.
A pallet.
Yeah.
Can you chuck it on the back of a ute?
Yeah,
totally.
Actually, hang on. Pugson's calling through from Studio B. Pugson, are you there?
Yeah. Look, it's Pugs here. I'm in Studio B right now. I'm just calling Reed. So Calvin's going to drive a ute, and that's going to have all the connies in the back.
Well, this is the question. Calvin, just checking. Does your ute have like a cover on it? Just because I know where Pugson's coming from. He's a bit worried about them getting wet.
Oh, right. I do have a bail. My sister's got a ute with a canopy.
Okay,
it depends on the height of the pallet.
Okay, so Calvin's sister's canopy.
Yeah, so
if he's going to take that off and put it on his ute.
Yeah, if you could get your sister's canopy, Calvin, and put it on your ute. Also, just while I'm thinking about it, because we need someone to pick up the piss, Keyzie, because there's going to be a truckload of that.
Oh, responsibly.
Yeah, so would you be able to if we gave you the order and stuff like that, would you be able to pick that up, Calvin, and put that in the ute?
Yeah, I could probably do that. I mean, it'd just be me anyway, so...
Okay. Sorry, that does sound really good, guys. I'm a little bit concerned that maybe the piss should go in a separate car because of the room that I'm going to need in Calvin's ute with the sister's canopy.
Sorry,
right.
Is that Calvin speaking or is that Pugs?
That was Pugs.
This is Pugs in studio. I'm just in Studio B, Chris.
Right, sorry, this is very confusing, obviously. So let me just clarify. Calvin's got his sister's canopy and he's picking up the connies. Pugson, your
connies.
Pugs has got the podcast equipment.
Oh, hang on.
What?
How are you going to get the connies to Calvin, Pugson? Or does he need to come into the studio?
Well, this is the thing. I'm going to have all the podcast recording equipment in my car, so how am I going to get the connies to Calvin's car with this canopy?
This really shouldn't be so hard.
No, we can use my truck. I'll use my truck.
Oh, so you'll take Pugson's connies to Calvin?
Yep. So I'll drop them off at Calvin's sister's place. He can pick them up when he's picking up the tonneau cover for the truck.
Can we use the back? Can you take your dad's truck with all the connies in it?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No.
Okay, yeah.
No, there's stuff on the back of that. Actually, you know what, Pugs? Can you just give Calvin a $50 night and day voucher, and we'll.
But Calvin, thanks for your offer, mate.
No worries. I was free, and I thought, bugger it, I'll hit the line and see what comes of it.
Yeah,
what a massive backbone,
huge
man.
backbone. We really do appreciate that. Unfortunately, Calvin's just, he really made things way harder than they needed to be.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So complicated the situation. Jesus, canopy. Got to get my sister's.
God,
because apparently his sister lives in Panmure, and there's no way I'm going to Panmure.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh yeah, boy. Audio Slave there on the radio, Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. Great name for a band, Keyzie.
Audio Slave?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It hits the mark, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
I wonder if they did when they did that, they went, yeah, Audio Slave.
Because we're slaves to audio.
Yeah, exactly.
So good.
Hey, now heaps coming up after 5 o'clock.
Oh, you like what, Jase? Like, would you rather your chance to potentially go to Bathurst or the NRL Grand Final? That and also something about a business you want to start.
Yeah, I've got a business proposition which I think is an absolute winner.
Right. Okay. And
have you got anything you want to talk about, Keyzie?
Well, to be honest, there is one last thing we need to figure out ahead of the batch trip tomorrow night is food.
Right, okay.
So what we're going to do with food, so we're going to have to figure that out too. So hopefully that goes a bit smoother than the car situation.
Oh, the car thing was fine, man. We got there in the end.
Well, we got there in the end.
That's all that matters.
Calvin's going to pick up. Yeah, we won't get...
Yeah, well, don't rehash it, man.
Okay.
We know where we're at, I think. So you taking your car or your...
No, I'm taking my truck and Pugs is taking my
Let's
car.
go to the news,
okay,
man.
yeah, right.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Thursday's going along okay. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Keyzie.
Yeah?
Eyes at the front, mate. You've actually been pretty good on that lately, I've got to say. But that was a shocker.
Jay, I thought you were about to compliment me on me going slightly deeper on the harmony just then.
No, that kind of ruined it. But the fact that you weren't even looking at me when you're doing it. If you're going to get a good harmony, you've got to look into each other's eyes, Keyzie.
Right, okay.
Instead, you were doing the big X-ray scan of the punters out the studio
First of all,
window.
they're not
there.
punters out there. Why is everyone a punter?
Well, just the general filth.
There's no gambling outside.
The proletariat.
Right, yeah, as you call it.
Just
What?
on the gambling front, by the way, does anyone know or can tell us where we can find a poker set? Because Keysie's come up with a great idea of us playing poker while we're at the batch. Also, I've said $100. Buy-in.
So this is what
and
Jase...
Keysie's gone 20 and Pugsun's gone 10.
The issue is, Jase, when you're playing poker in a group amongst friends and big dollars start getting, dog squad money starts getting thrown around, it can lead to some tension. And I don't want tension. Certainly not that kind of tension.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, there isn't going to be any tension because Mogi will win it all, probably.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
You did right. He'll be there winning it all, and I don't feel like giving him $100. I'd rather give him 20.
Sure. We'll let the people decide on 3483. What should the buy-in for our poker night be?
Yeah.
Let us know. And the most frequent answer we'll go with. Are we agreed?
Sure, okay. Should we do strip poker?
I will do that later on after a few beersies.
So good.
Here's November Rain.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
November Rain there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday evening. It's 1:45.
Because it's long. It's really long. Yeah, it's
The
good.
song,
yeah,
yeah.
it's actually 5:15 though. Jace, people are texting in on 3483 as to what our buy-in should be for poker.
Yes.
At the batch this weekend. Someone here says $500.
Okay.
From Scotty Boy. It is Radio Hodaki. It has to be $1 million each. $35 buy-in. It's a classic old school, no one gets what they want compromise. $35 each buy-in. I'd be happy with that. Well, I wouldn't be happy with it, but I'd compromise and accept that.
Well, I'm covering Pug's son either way, so...
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, $100 each then. Jace, I've got a bit of a situation here. I need your advice.
A conundrum, Keyzie?
Well, it's not a conundrum. It's just last night I was with my wife. We were on the couch.
My wife.
No, my wife. And we were watching an old episode of Country Calendar, right? And that was great. While we were watching it...
God, you live an exciting life, Keyzie.
Rock and roll. While we were watching that, though, I was just browsing Trade Me.
Sure.
And I was browsing vintage classic motorbikes.
Right.
Because I don't know if you know this about me, Jace. When I grew up, I was big into my motorbikes. So I used to do motocross of 4 years of age. I was on my first motorbike. Still got that motorbike too, actually. And my whole family and dad and all his brothers are all big motorbike guys. And
Sure.
I haven't owned a motorbike in 15 years.
Right.
So I'm like, I need to get back on the horse, the metal horse.
Sure.
With the wheels. And she's like, well, what, you want to get a motorbike now? Because I'm looking at classic ones. I want to tidy one up, get it going, and
Well, your dad would tidy them
Well,
up. He'd get it going and you'd take
certainly-
shots on your Insta for it.
Yeah, I'd film him.
Yeah. Film him doing it up.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
similar situation to my old truckie there. I'd like to tidy one up. I'd like to learn more about it. And she's like, look, I don't know about you on a motorbike.
Yeah. No.
But like, Jace.
No, neither do I. And but first and foremost, Keys, you're not thinking Harley because that's not going to work, obviously.
No, I hate Harleys.
Oh, right. And
See,
you just wouldn't suit a Harley.
My opinion. And
Harleys are hard, man. I'd work on a Harley. Moby and I riding bitch on a Harley, that works.
Yeah, see,
but Keyzie and his Hallenstein cut jeans, no.
How do you know I got these from Hallenstein's? No, my personal opinion on Harleys is that they're really loud and really big, and I'm just not interested in it. You know, what I want is an old Honda. I'm a big Honda guy. Japanese, sensible, reliable. You know what I mean? I don't want a Harley. I just want a sensible, small, old.
There's something sort of strange about sensible and reliable when you're talking about motorbikes.
What do you mean?
Well, it just immediately makes you sound like a massive dweeb.
Well,
You know, people go, darling, I'm getting a motorbike. Woo, 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 you know, bad boy sort of hard ass.
Yeah.
And Keyzie's like, I'm getting a motorbike. It's going to be sensible. And it's
Don't
going to
start
be,
doing that voice.
It's
That's
going to
not
be really
my voice.
sensible. And what else did you say?
Reliable.
And reliable.
Right. Well, that's what I want.
And I don't want to get oil on my cut jeans.
From Hallensteins. No, look. What's your opinion? Because I've decided, like, look, life's too short to not get involved, even though motorbikes can be very dangerous. I've even said to her, look, I only ride it in 50k areas. I haven't even got my license. I'm not getting a big bike. I just want an old one, you know, go around town on it every now and then, ride it to work on a nice day. You know what I mean, Jase?
So Keyzie wants to buy a sensible, reliable motorbike that he's only going to ride in 50k zones.
I'm trying to get this thing across the line here, Jase, all right?
I don't need to tell you this, Keyzie. Your wife rang me in tears and she said it's not happening. And so she controls the purse strings. And let's be very clear, your fun account doesn't cover that kind of cost.
No, it doesn't. But I could start saving. Actually, someone's just texting here, I've got a Honda 750 4-cylinder. If you're interested, that's exactly what I'd love to get. But they're very expensive. So you don't think I should? Because I was thinking, get the leathers.
Let's put it to the people. Should Keyzie get a motorbike? 3483.
Keyzie on a motorbike, yay or nay? And it's not a midlife crisis thing. Is it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
just imagining. Oh no, I won't go there.
Quickly
get out, Keyzie. I'm going to say it.
That's a huge first. Hey, don't forget, keep an ear out for the Would You Rather queue to call. You could be winning a trip for you and a mate to Bathurst or the NRL Grand Final. It's happening inside the next 30 minutes, so get ready to call 0800 Hodaki. It's once in a lifetime. Jase, talking heads? No?
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Oh, yes, indeed. Oasis there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon, 28 minutes past 5 o'clock. A bit of a response to the idea of Keyzie buying a motorbike on 3483 there, Keyzie.
Yeah, and just to clarify, like, I'm not going to buy a Harley and drive around with my leathers on thinking I'm the man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you couldn't.
No.
You just couldn't pull it off. It would never work. It would be humiliating.
Yeah, well, you're right. It would be. A lot of suggestions here because I like vintage. I like old stuff. You know, I've got an old Chevy truck. I love that sort of era.
Sure.
My dream bike is a sort of 70s Honda. A lot of people suggesting I get a Cub 50, which is a scooter. You can get a retro one of them. One of the earliest ones ever made.
Yeah, a scooter sounds right for you.
So I could be open to something like that. Someone here, this is a great text actually. This is from Dave. You could have 2-stroke Hoity J, 4-stroke Keyzie, sore throat Minogio.
Right,
That could be our thing, because I get a 4-stroke Jase, which is a type of engine.
Yes.
On a bike.
I'm aware of that, Keyzie.
Yeah. Hey, would you rather?
Okay.
Radio Hodaki.
Penrith have done it.
Would
Brace yourself.
you rather?
Bathurst 1000.
Yes, indeed. A hell of a prize. Let's go to the phone lines. G'day, Harry. How's life?
Good, thank you, mate. How are you going?
Yeah, good, thanks. Should Keyzie buy a motorbike?
Yeah, if we're safe with it.
Yeah, that's very sensible.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If I'm saying,
Well, he's going to buy a sensible, reliable one and only drive in 50k zone, so I suppose he will be sensible.
hey,
Yeah, just get a moped.
yeah, I'll just get a moped. That's definitely what I'm looking. Yeah, Harry, what do you do for a crust, by the way, man?
I'm a painter, mate.
Oh, yeah, backbone. Massive backbone. All right, Harry. Would you rather the NRL Grand Final and or Bathurst?
I'd have to go NRL, mate.
Another one for NRL. Can I just clarify? It's not and or Bathurst. It's just or Bathurst.
Or Bathurst. Yes, quite right, Keyzie.
Harry, you're in the draw for that, mate.
Sounds good. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Good on you, Wendy. G'day. How's life?
Good, thank you.
That's good. Should Keyzie buy a motorbike?
Oh, for sure. He's got no kids, so motorbike it is.
That is a great point. I've got to make the most of it now. Well, I've got no
God,
kids.
Wendy is fully on your side there, Keyzie.
Yeah, Wendy. What do you do for a crust, Wendy?
Construction, structural steel.
Oh,
yeah. Backbone. Massive backbone.
I want to predict, Wendy, Hamilton, that's where you're located, right?
That's correct, yep.
Hamilton, supercars raced there for years. Surely you want to go to Bathurst.
Yeah, Bathurst's the one. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I tell you what, Wendy, you're in the draw, so we'll hand you over to Puxan in Studio B. Good luck.
Thank you. Thanks, fellas.
Thanks, mate.
That's great, eh?
Yeah, it's really good.
Hey,
Good surmising there, by the way, Keyzie. Good surmising.
surmising. Thank you. Do you want a would you rather question?
Sure.
Would you
Is
rather?
that the one about the...
No, it wasn't that funny one I read off air.
Yes.
That I'd definitely get in trouble if I said on air. Would you rather have burnt tongue feeling for the rest of your life or cold feet for the rest of your life? This is great radio, by the way.
Cold feet.
Cold feet?
Yep. Which I have all the time anyway.
Yeah, I'm getting cold feet about going to the Batch this weekend, actually.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed, Harvey Danger there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon, 20 minutes past 6 o'clock. Now, you know, the
5
observant... what did I say? 6 o'clock.
22:06.
Oh, yeah, what did I say?
You said 20 minutes past 6 o'clock, which is 40 minutes away.
Yeah, right, okay.
Speaking of really confusing.
Yes. Hey, now, Mogi's been away. The poor bastard's been under the hammer from Mother Nature. We're hoping... Fingers crossed he's going to come right by tomorrow. Either way, he's going to come to the Batch with us for the big weekend with the fellas. We've got him on the line now. Mogi, how are you going, you stallion?
You're doing better than you losers. At least I can read the time.
Hey, there he is. There he is. So what's going on, Mogi? Where are you at, mate? What's happening?
Well, it's just some kind of I think it's COVID because I've just realised that I've got no taste. I can't taste anything.
Right.
Oh, you haven't had taste.
But that could be my wife's cooking.
Hey, there he is. There he is. Yeah. Oh, so you've got COVID?
I think it must be because that's what gives you the no taste, right? So anyway, looking forward to having a good cuddle when I come in there tomorrow, Hoodie J, and we'll get ourselves off to the Batch there, and we'll bunk down together in the room and breathe on each other, and
we'll do a lot more than that, Mogi.
Sunday.
Yeah. We've had a bit of an issue, sort of a few things, Mogi, which I think we've sorted out. We're each taking our own cars now, which is good. I'm going to do a bit of a cheese board. Is there anything in particular you want on the cheese board?
Oh, a little bit of tofu there.
Yes.
A little bit of tempeh, a little bit of lemon zest, a little bit of cracked pepper.
Yes.
A little bit of pseudoephedrine.
Yes.
A little bit of Ozempic. A little bit of marijuana, a little bit of magic mushrooms, a little bit of LSD.
Okay, yeah.
What about like
just a pinch of mushrooms? A little bit of mushrooms.
Right. What about like a cheddar?
Don't ruin your throat, Mogi. You can leave that to me, mate.
In all truth, though, Mogi, are you feeling better, man? What's the vibe?
No, I was on the up yesterday, and then today I've just been absolutely rooted, and you can't say that on the radio anymore, Keyzie. So if you could stop doing that, please. So today I got up, and then I was back in bed about 10 and had a 2-hour nap.
Yeah.
So it's just where you got nothing, man. You got nothing. So I don't want to come in today and have nothing, and just be terrible on air. Otherwise, my name would be Hoodie J. Am I?
Man. Oh.
Actually, I'm not happy about that comment at all.
Oh.
Why did you find that funny, Keyzie?
Oh, it's funny because yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good.
I don't know if I want to do the Batch now, actually.
Mogi, it might just be me, you, and Pugs at the Batch, it sounds, man.
Oh, no, mate. Hey, well, Mogi, seriously, mate, hopefully you're all tickety-boo tomorrow, but you got to get yourself right first and foremost, because quite frankly, I don't want your filth.
Oh, no, absolutely, and nor do I want to give it to you, mate. It's one of those things where, honestly, I've stayed up late to do this phone call. As soon as I get off this call, I'm going back to bed.
Good stuff, mate. I'll be thinking of you.
A few photos there, mate, all right?
Yeah, I'll be thinking of you in your bed there, Mogi. And so we'll either see you tomorrow or we won't, but you take care, mate. We'll speak soon.
Good on you, mate.
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 Thanks, mate.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Led Zeppelin there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time is 9 minutes to 6 o'clock. Nice to know Keyzie Mogi's still alive, though, isn't it?
Yeah, he sounded great.
Yeah. I mean, he sounded hot.
Well, yeah, he still had his zingers, you know, his hilarious one-liners and stuff.
Dadoosh.
Yeah, man, relentless.
Hey, let's have a bit of rugby chat.
Union.
Yeah.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. penalty. Run, kick. Catch, kick. Bounce, kick. Run, fin, kick, catch. Penalty. Lineouts. Scrums. Rucks and mauls. 22-metre dropout. Skulkberger. Richie McCaw. George Gregan. Oh, did you watch the game at the weekend? Yeah, man, they played great.
My favourite team's the Crusaders.
Oh, really? I like the Blues. I love the Highlanders. I'm a Southern man.
Nah, bro, Chiefs Munna.
I'm from the Windy City, up the Hurricanes, man. Jonah Lomu, am I right? Run. Try. Rugby Union Chat with Hoity J.
Keyzie.
What? Sorry. I've accidentally fired off the old one there.
As opposed to rugby league, which would be stop, go,
Yeah.
stop, go,
Jase.
stop, go, bomb.
I'm sorry. We shortened down that sting, and then I've accidentally played the old one, the really long version.
On accident.
By accident.
Yes.
And it wasn't on accident in order to shorten our time spent chatting about the All Blacks, all right?
Sure. Well, the second test match, obviously this Saturday. Looking forward to that. We'll be watching it at the Bach there. Hopefully the sky's working this time.
Oh, yeah.
But I believe the All Black team has been announced. Keyzie, what are we looking at here? I think one change, maybe?
Just one change, Jase. You've got Finley Christie. He slides into the halfback spot. TJ Perenara, he's got a bit of a leg injury.
Yes.
Finley Christie's spot on the bench is replaced by Cortez Ratima.
Yeah, good player too from the Chiefs there. I like the cut of his jib.
It'll be nice because you got Damien McKenzie at 10.
Yes.
Cortez Ratima off the bench at halfback. Nice little Chiefs combo.
Yes, it is a nice little combo.
Yeah.
And as you were mentioning...
Sorry.
As you were mentioning earlier on, and it's very much the case, the first test match for the All Blacks, especially under a new coach, players coming together, she's a bit rusty. The combinations aren't quite there. They're still working through their systems. Clunky is the word. So I am expecting a better performance from the All Blacks. But having said that, this is a very good English side, and they will improve as well after that hit out.
That's right. Of course, the game is happening at Eden Park up here in Auckland, the Fortress. And if you are going along to that, there is a massive Export Ultra pre-game planned. It is on the North Shore, 2 p.m. at the Postman's Leg. There's going to be live music, drink specials, free ride to Eden Park for the first 200 that arrive. That's with the ACC.
Yeah, good stuff, mate. Now, listen, just on the All Blacks as well, the big poll today, make sure you go on the Instagram account and have your say. The question was today, the new All Black jersey, yay or nay?
That's right. Hodaki Big Show's Instagram on the story. Vote, and we'll get into that after 6.
Beautiful.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Yeah, welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day.
Do you like me going deeper?
Well, I mean, usually it's me that does the bass. Obviously, given the tenor of our voices.
Yeah, but I feel like you're putting a little extra mustard on it right now to prove that you've got the deepest voice.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate. This is how I always sound on the radio.
I actually think my voice is actually deeper than yours.
Well,
to be honest, this is my natural voice.
You've got that whole nasally thing going on.
Yeah, it helps. And obviously yours is so deep because you've got that tuba mounted to the front of your of your face.
Are we doing this again, are we?
No. Hey, now the Big Show outro is a bonus podcast we do.
It is?
We do a highlights package of the show in a podcast form, but this is different from that. It's kind of a bit more relaxed, a bit more outside the rules, isn't it, Keyzie?
It is. We can't get in trouble for stuff we say on there, which is just as well because Pugsan's been featuring lately.
He has been shocking.
He has been terrible. Both podcasts, by the way, come out every night at 7:30. Here's a clip of today's one, which is Jase discussing his first ever date with his wife.
My wife. Because I had it the first time and it was magnificent, but it was hot, and it was. And then the second time was when I took my wife on our first date together.
And you'd
and I someone else because it was like one and I had the hiccups and I went purple. That's how hot it was. And I'm talking...
He still hasn't come back yet.
You absolute...
What was with all the beeping?
Son of a bee.
Jase.
Do you realise how that makes me look, Pug son?
That's a classic stitch up there.
What the hell?
He's been getting a bit carried away with the beeps, and it sounded like you were just getting into filthy detail there.
You son of a bitch. Pug son's pissing himself in Studio B at the moment.
It sounded so filthy.
Oh, my God.
It was just a story about you eating a hot dish.
Exactly.
But it sounded like something else, eating a hot something else.
Far out. Hey, now listen, coming up next, the big poll. If you haven't had your say, go and do it right now. In the meantime, bit of Tom Petty.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yeah.
Oh, so good, eh?
Deftones. We're going to be listening to that in the car out to the Batch Boys. I'm telling you that right now, Keyzie.
Well, you will be, but I'll be in my truck.
I've got their playlist.
I'll be in my truck,
and
though.
we will be pounding that, man, all the way to the Batch.
Pounding which, man?
Deftones.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, but right now it's time for...
The Big Poll.
Now, this comes from the after the first Test match on Saturday last weekend, and it's to do with the All Black jersey and what we felt about it. I hated it.
So you hated it?
Yes.
Do you like the black and the white?
I don't mind black and white, but the collar was like something out of Little House on the Prairie.
Which is a TV show from the 70s.
Where they had like bonnet kind of massive collared sort of dresses and stuff like that.
So your issue with it is the white collar looks cool. It's too big though, because that's my thought. It's just too big. The collar.
And I'm also a fan of actually no collar. Just the sort of V-neck.
But the interesting thing is the players helped design it, and they said they wanted a collar.
Right.
But it's too...
I didn't know that.
It just needs to be a bit smaller, just a wee bit, to fit the tight, small All Blacks jersey.
You see, this is a problem where you give the players too much power, Keyzie.
What, they pick a collar?
They design Little House on the Prairie collars for their tops.
Right,
I mean, as I said before, the All Black jersey's meant to inspire awe and fear. No one's scared of that jersey. They look at that and go, what's that about? Are you taking the piss?
Right, yeah, okay.
Are you joshing me?
You can vote. You can have your say at the Hodaki.
Well, it's too late now.
What? Well, no, it's not. The poll's still going, but we're going to update it now 2 hours later. Hodaki Big Show's Instagram story. You predicted 60% no, 40 yes.
Yes, I did.
I predicted the opposite. 40% no, 60 yes. It is 50% yes, 43 no. So I was actually the closest.
What happened to the other 7%?
43, 57.
Oh, 57, okay.
Yeah. So that's 100.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so there are a few people that are anti it, but most of the majority there are actually totally fine with it.
Wow, I find that really surprising, to be honest.
Yeah, because, sometimes not everyone will agree with what you're thinking, which is weird. I know what you mean, yeah. That is weird, isn't it?
So cruising for a bruising, Keyzie.
Hey, by the way, if you are going to watch the All Blacks game this Saturday, 7 o'clock, it is live on Radio Hodaki. So if you're working, you don't want to miss the game, chuck it on Radio Hodaki. You'll have James McConey and G Lane. And, of course, if you're watching it, you'll have the ACC's commentary on Sky Sport 9, which is pretty cool.
We could do a live commentary from the Batch.
Well, we'll be hopping into the car at 7. That's when our show finishes.
Oh, is it tomorrow night?
Oh, no, that's Saturday. Sorry, Saturday. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, maybe. But, it'll be a doozy. Looking forward to it.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh, yes, indeed. Gorillas there on the Radio Hodaki Big Show this Thursday evening. But right now it's time for What's on the Telly with Mike Minogue. Just to let you know, actually, Pugs has joined us for this because...
I thought you guys were doing that.
That's why I didn't do it.
Yeah, I did it because you were doing it.
Thanks, man. It's really nice to know you got my back.
And you and I always have the same kind of harmony, so
Yeah, we do.
it sounds really good. And then Keyzie was just sort of...
There.
Spurting into it.
Huh?
Yeah, I was spurting into the microphone.
Well,
Pugs?
you
What
were,
else is
you
new?
were doing little
Yeah.
sort of...
Well, I was just trying to wrap it up.
Yeah. Oh, were you?
Speaking of wrapping it up, Pugs, you watched a movie recently that you wanted to chat about.
Yeah, I watched Dream Scenario, which stars Nicolas Cage as the main character there. That's an A24 film. It's currently streaming on Netflix.
Sorry.
No, far away.
Does he
Chris.
play himself?
No.
Okay.
No. But he stars as a professor who encounters a strange phenomena where people are dreaming about him globally.
Wow.
And at first, they are dreaming about him in the same way, which is that he's incredibly passive, not doing anything. They might be in a nightmare, and he's just there, not helping. And so he's a very timid and soft guy, but he sort of starts to get sucked into the whole fame of it all and the curiosity, and takes some pretty wild turns. It was all right.
Action?
How many?
A little bit of action.
How many buzzies?
What's the maximum amount of buzzies?
5 buzzies.
Out of 5.
I give it a 3.5.
3.5 buzzies out of 5.
So 3.5 buzzies. It was well made.
You got a half buzzy in there?
1/2 buzzy in there, or
Yes.
just 1 buzzy, if you like.
It's so funny that you bring that film up because I dreamt about you two fellas last night. You ever heard of a...
Were we passive?
Have you ever heard of a sandwich fellas?
Sandwich
I love
fellas.
sandwiches.
Yeah, you know,
I literally ate a sandwich today.
a sandwich of fellas.
A sandwich fellas.
If you can imagine 3 fellas in a row and
Sorry,
it's like a sandwich.
Is that your fellas or
No, fellas.
fellas?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
kind of...
fellas.
Yes, fellas.
Flels.
Right.
It was 3 fellas, us 3 fellas in a row.
Yeah.
Just bumper to bumper.
How many buzzies would you give that?
It was 4.5 buzzies.
Shivers, that's
Pakistan.
pretty good. What would have made it be a 5?
Well, because it was,
Nogi was there.
if it was
Fair.
a dream. So what would make it 5 is if it becomes a reality this weekend. Keyzie, what did you watch?
Last night I watched the final episode of the 3rd season of Clarkson's Farm on Amazon Prime. Highly, highly recommend people watch it. It is just such a great show.
Yeah.
It basically, at the end, it summed up just how hard it is in the UK now to be a farmer post-Brexit and the amount of cost involved with planting everything, buying all the stuff you need to make the plants grow. At the end of the season, all of a sudden, it's rained too much, so you can't harvest it. You've lost everything, and now you have to front up that cash again for next season.
I reckon
it is incredible.
I reckon I could do a great show like that, where Hoity J having to do something practical like run a farm or something. It would be hilarious.
That's what it is, because it is funny because he
Yes.
doesn't know, but also, holy cow, the stuff that you have, the stresses you're putting up with.
Yes.
In the UK, fortunately in New Zealand, it's slightly better for farmers at the moment.
Right.
But in the UK, it's just a train
well,
wreck.
you know where you're from.
Te Aroha?
Keyzie. Yeah.
Or Tauranga.
Tauranga.
Yeah.
You know, and all the kiwi fruit orchards and stuff like that. You often hear stories of, you know, she's all good to go and then boom, some horrendous virus.
PSA.
And or storm comes ripping through and your entire year's ruined in an evening.
That's right.
What would you farm, Jase?
Alpacas.
Random.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Weezer there on the radio. Hodaki Big Show this Thursday evening. Now, for the observant out there, you'll know it's Beer and Pie July. I gave my pie flavour yesterday, and can I just say it has been met with resounding joy and a lot of people wanting me to make that pie and get it out there, Keyzie.
What flavour was it again? It was bacon.
It was bacon, beef, chorizo, chili in a red wine, and mushroom in a red wine jus.
That sounds delicious. All right, here's my flavour.
All right, Pie Kings.
Radio Hodaki's Beer and Pie July.
Now, the reason we're saying our pie flavours is because Dad's Pies have partnered up with us for Beer and Pie July, and if you text the word pie to 3483, you fill out the form, you go through everything there, you tell us your dream flavour of pie that you would like to see made. Not only could we make it could be the new Hodaki pie, but you could also win $5,000.
And I tell you what, Keyzie, thousands of people are doing that.
They absolutely
We're
are.
being inundated.
My flavour, meatballs in tomato sauce with mozzarella cheese. What do you think? Genuinely, what do you think? What?
I mean, I like mozzarella and a tomato salad.
But like beautiful, like spicy meatballs, you know, like proper nice ones.
Maybe spicy. If they're really spicy, I might yes, I might say that. But then if you've got a spicy meatball, it would tend to overpower the mozzarella.
Well, the mozzarella's pretty underpowered anyway. It's designed to just be like a texture-y thing, isn't it?
Wow. No, I mean, it has a flavour of its own right.
Well, what if it was meatballs, mozzarella?
To me, it screams of someone that doesn't understand food.
And I'll put some parmesan in there as well, just for extra kick for Hoity J. Come on, man. I really need this right now, Jase.
Yeah, a bit of grated parmesan would work in there, Keyzie.
Are we locking it in?
Yeah, well, it's your pie, man.
Yeah, I'm locking it in.
I mean, the people are going to decide anyway. And what kind of beersy would you have with that, Keyzie?
Lion red.
Oh, yeah, backbone.
Beautiful. So many good suggestions are coming through. Sunday roast pie, lamb, mint, and veg.
Yes, interesting.
I don't mind that at all. Someone here's saying chicken, bacon, jalapeno, and cheese. I'm down for that.
Yeah, chicken and... Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, no good.
What about backbone and massive honker pie?
That sounds delicious.
Sounds great.
The Hauraki Big Show Podcast.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. That's your Thursday show done and dusted. Just one more to come for the week. What's the plan tonight, Keyzie? Obviously packing for the batch tomorrow, hopefully.
Yep, so I'll be packing blankets. We need blankets, towels,
yes.
Sheets, that sort of stuff, clothes, warm clothes, fishing gear.
Oh, I've got the fishing gear.
So, like, clothes to wear while fishing, or have you got that?
No, you just wear your trackies, man.
What?
You know, it's not like you don a...
No, I was going to put on, like, warm gear, because we're going to be standing out there fishing, you know?
It's going to be a sunny day, Keyzie.
But out, like, stuff I don't mind getting fish guts all over. What? I was like, okay, Jase.
I promise you we won't catch a fish, man.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
but
so you'll be sweet as.
Just in
and
case.
I'll gut them for you.
Yes, but just in case, because I like getting them off the hook. I'm good at that.
Sure.
I've just got a flannel shirt that I was going to bring, which is like my I'm doing work shirt.
It's your
Outdoorsy.
It's Keyzie outdoorsy shirt.
Outdoors with Keyzie shirt. So I'll probably bring that, or I won't. Actually, no, I'm not going to now, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, because there'll be no fish guts.
Also, going online with Pug San and two of our other mates tonight.
Yeah, I heard you
on
guys
PlayStation.
banging on about that. Do you notice how I just sort of tune out? My eyes just sort of glaze over when you guys start chatting about that stuff?
Yeah, it's great.
What was Pug San done today? Oh, you know who he is, though, eh? Oh, no, I won't spoil it for you, but you know who he is, eh?
Yeah, we were talking about, a PlayStation game that I'm about to play that he's playing. Yeah, it was cool.
You want me to tell you what he was talking about?
Go on, then. I'd like to see you try and explain the new downloadable content for Elden Ring. Please do that.
Yeah, sure. Hey, I'm just going to take it easy tonight.
Right.
Big weekend ahead.
Right.
And, I might go to the gym, of course.
I was like, wow, this is going to be a nice short one.
And definitely I'll be loading up.
What does that mean?
On the food. Mind you, my wife's been to the supermarket. I don't know what she bought.
Right.
She buys lots of cleaning stuff. So
what for? What, for the batch?
No, just for... Oh, she will be giving us some cleaning stuff for the batch. But,
right.
But anyway, look, I'm rambling. Let's call it, shall we? And we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with Mogi, hopefully with the Friday Throbber. Well, definitely with the Friday Throbber either way. Until then, see you later.